is working before I get started. I have 2 more drinks to try today. So we got another Yerba mate from the Babe company. I really enjoyed the previous one I tried. Also, yeah, that looks good. Sparkling ice, Lifesavers. I haven't had an actual Lifesavers in a long time. Lifesavers candy. So I can't really directly compare, but you know, I probably have the memory of what it tastes like decently well in my brain. We'll see. I'm going to put Twitch into emote only mode. I wish I could do that to YouTube, but I can't. So I'm going to do my little presentation of each drink, and then I'll check the comments. So I stream them. I do simulcasting, which means I stream on multiple platforms at the same time. And a lot to keep track of, but get a little bit more reach that way. Anyways, I'm going to start with this one. So I'm going to go over the details of this, try it out. Take a look at this Babe Yerba Mate Pineapple Mint. 16 fluid ounce, 473 milliliters. Yeah. It says organic energy. Nutrition facts: contains 3% juice, 60 calories, 16 total carbohydrates. Of that, it is 14 grams of added sugars, and then 16 total sugars. Ingredients: we've got purified water, organic cane sugar, organic pineapple juice concentrate, organic yerba mate extract, organic spearmint leaf, citric acid, organic natural pineapple flavor, organic mint flavor, monk fruit powder, and organic caffeine. And then it's made in San Diego, California. Certified organic by Organic Certified. Really? That's good to know. And then there's some marketing stuff on the side here. USDA organic, vegan, non-GMO, 150 milligrams of caffeine, gluten-free, and they say it has antioxidants in it. But I'm going to do that over again and show it up close. There it is. CA Craft Beverages, Babe, Organic Energy. Yerba Mate Pineapple Mint. 16 fluid ounce, 473 milliliters, 150 milligrams of caffeine. Contains 3% juice. It's always nice seeing a drink that has some actual juice. I mean, it's not a lot, but it's in there. 60 calories. And then we've got the 14 grams of added sugars, 16 grams of total carbohydrates. There are ingredients: purified water, organic cane sugar, organic pineapple juice concentrate, organic yerba mate extract, organic spearmint leaf, citric acid, organic natural pineapple flavor, organic mint flavor, monk fruit powder, and organic caffeine. So things to take note of here. Monk fruit powder is a sugar alternative, low-calorie sweetener. I've never seen it called a powder specifically, but monk fruit. So that's going to add some sweetness to it. It is an actual fruit, so it's probably one of the quote-unquote healthier low-calorie sweeteners. It does generally have a very specific taste, so we'll see if that is noticeable. To me, it tastes like the rind of a watermelon. And then we see it's made in San Diego, California. Certified organic by Organic Certifiers. Yep. And Tropical Energy. Some marketing stuff. I'm not going to bother reading that, but you can see it on screen. And we got the USDA organic, vegan, non-GMO, 150 milligrams caffeine, gluten-free, and antioxidants. Brewed in San Diego, California. Cool. Like I said, I really enjoyed the previous one I tried. It was obviously a different flavor. So this should be good. We'll see. I'm gonna use this cup. I should have shook it a little bit, but oh well. So that's what it looks like. This is pretty much the standard look of Yerba Mate tea from what I've seen. Kind of an amber color. Almost looks like. Do I? Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. But it looks fine. I prefer natural colors to drinks. Obviously, if you're drinking it from a can or something, you're not gonna see it. So I think it looks fine. Anyways, so do a smell test. Yeah, it's got that slight sourness to Yerba Mates that I tend to smell. It smells nice. I can smell the mint. I don't know if I smell pineapple, but I do smell the mint. Pretty good. So again, this is the CA Craft Babe Beverages Yerba Mate in Pineapple Mint. Let's try it out. Has the distinct Yerba Mate flavor. It's a plant, obviously. It's not tea. It's its own plant. It has a different flavor profile compared to tea. It's more of a citrusy, slightly sour, tart type of thing. Yeah, there is some sweetness here. I don't know if I really noticed the monk fruit much, which is good. But I would assume it's adding a bit of melony type flavor to it, slightly. It depends on how much is in here, really. It's down towards the bottom of the list, so it's probably not a lot. They just wanted a bit more sweetness to it. 60 calories isn't bad for a 16-ounce drink. I would much rather drink this compared to any sort of pop to me. It's pleasant. Obviously, it doesn't have carbonation, but has a good amount of flavor. I think you could easily put this in a glass, add some ice, be super refreshing tasting. And the 150 milligrams of caffeine obviously is a lot. So if you're not used to drinking caffeinated drinks, it's probably close to double what a cup of coffee would be. So it's kind of like 2 cups of coffee in this one drink, 16 ounce. So you're getting a fair amount of caffeine here. Just if you're sensitive to it, obviously, be careful. But I'm generally fine with this type of stuff. There is citric acid in here, so you do get you with the combination of the yerba mate flavor, you do get some tartness, some sourness from that. I can definitely taste the mint, which is really a really nice combination. I like mint in these sort of teas, or I mean, it's not a tea, but it's a yerba mate drink. Yeah, I guess there is pineapple, but I don't like distinctly notice notice it in here. Let me see. It's at the top of the list, although it's 3% juice, and then the pineapple juice concentrate is right under the organic cane sugar in the purified water. So in the ingredients list, it goes down from the most to the least of what's in there. So it's purified water, organic cane sugar, which is 16 grams, and then organic pineapple juice concentrate. So and that's going to contribute probably 2 grams of sugar because it says 14 grams of added sugar and then 2 grams of just like whatever's in there. So that's going to come from the juice. Yeah, so about 2 grams of sugar from the pineapple juice, it looks like. And then they do actually add natural pineapple flavor as well as organic mint flavor. But I personally, obviously, with any type of drink like this, flavor is a personal preference thing, but I think this tastes really nice. You got the mint, you got some little bit of tartness, sweetness, obviously from the sugar and the pineapple juice. I wouldn't say that I noticed the pineapple that much, but it's probably in there. I'm just not like distinctly separating it in my brain from all the other flavors going on because the yerba mate's in there and yerba mate has a distinct flavor. So this is just going to be something that you'll have to try out and see if you like the flavor profile of it. But I personally really do. So yeah, the mint is a very nice addition to yerba mate in general, or any type of tea, in my opinion. So if you like mint tea and you like yerba mate specifically, and you want it to be fairly sweet tasting, I think this is a really good combination of a bunch of stuff. The ingredients look good. I'm fine with monk fruit as an additional sweetener. I don't know if it needs it, but you know, they just make it a little bit sweeter and add that kind of melony aftertaste with the monk fruit, at least from what I've noticed with how it tastes. And yeah, spearmint leaf, organic spearmint leaf, and it said organic mint flavor. I personally do really like mint. I know some people they consider it just like a thing to brush your teeth, some mint flavor. So it kind of mixes with that idea of things, which I don't really have that issue, but I can see some people not liking mint as a enjoyment flavor rather than just like a practical flavor. But I like it. So, anyways, that is the Babe Yerba Mate Pineapple Mint. Very, very nice. Any comments? Any questions? No. Turn off emote only mode for a second here. Yeah. So I do have two more of these to try out, I think. So far, they're really, really nice. I got a good deal on them locally, but they're probably kind of expensive. That's the way of things, right? Sadly. But I think at least with the ingredients and such, it's very reasonable that these could be kind of pricey because it's all organic stuff and the ingredients in general just look good. So there's that. All right. Let's go back to that. Next up, wipe this off to get rid of the condensation. Now here's something a little less natural. Take a look at this. Sorry. Let's take a look at this sparkling ice Lifesavers pineapple sparkling water drink or whatever it's called. Looks very intense. Yeah, they say flavored sparkling water beverage. Contains no artificial dyes. That's nice. 17 fluid ounce. It's a very unusual size. 502.8 milliliters. Contains less than 1% juice. But I mean, if it has actual juice in here, that's good. 10 calories. Has vitamin E, niacin, biotin, B6, B12, and pantothenic acid. Low calorie, caffeine free. And then it says 2.5 milligrams of vitamin E specifically. And for the ingredients, we've got carbonated water, contains 2% or less of clarified lemon juice concentrate. So it has actual lemon in here. That's nice. Beta carotene for color. Indian gooseberry to stabilize color. I've never seen that. Okay. Natural flavors, green tea extract, D alpha, toco, ferro acetate. Oh, look, that's vitamin E. the official name. Vitamin B3, B5, B6, biotin, B12. Has sucralose in here, which I'll talk about. Citric acid, gum, arabic, ester gum. Those gums are generally used to stabilize stuff in a drink, I think. And this is calcium disodium EDTA to protect flavor and potassium benzoate to ensure freshness. So there's that. Yeah, I'll show this on screen. We'll get the close-up look here. Sparkling ice lifesavers. Interesting combination. Then it's the pineapple version. 0 sugar. 17 fluid ounce. 502.8 milliliters. Contains less than 1% juice, 10 calories. Vitamin E, niacin, biotin, B6, B12, pantothenic acid. And it mentions specifically the vitamin E, 2.5 milligrams. It's made in Washington, apparently. And this thing, no, we got it upside down. It's kind of a difficult one to show on screen. Carbonated water contains 2% or less of the following: clarified lemon juice concentrate, beta carotene for color, Indian gooseberry to stabilize the color, natural flavors, green tea extract, then the vitamins. The thing to take note of here is sucralose. This is a low-calorie sweetener, sugar alternative. I'd say do your research on that and make sure you understand what you're drinking, because there is some mixed research on sucralose, health-wise and all that to consider. Citric acid, gum arabic, ester gum, calcium disodium EDTA protect flavor, and then potassium benzoate to ensure freshness. So honestly, the ingredients don't look terrible, considering it's a lower cost type of mass produced drink. So if you're okay with sucralose, then it looks pretty good. It's got natural coloring, which is always nice to see. Let's pop this open and try it out. It's probably good. Oops, let me put the cap back on real quick. It's kind of a tall bottle, so it's easily, it looks like it could be easily toppled over by accident. Oh, they've got a Lifesaver on there. I just saw that. Yeah, I think out of the Lifesaver flavors, pineapple was probably one that I enjoyed. But I really don't remember much. It's a very cloudy looking drink, but it is naturally colored, which is nice. Looks kind of cool. The carbonation's in there, but well, whatever. It definitely smells like a Lifesavers candy. Yeah, I smell the pineapple as well. Honestly, it smells nice. It smells good. Very like a sweet pineapple, Lifesavery type smell to it. No surprise. Anyways, again, this is the sparkling ice Lifesavers version of pineapple. So let's try it out. You got the sweetness from the sucralose. Just a little bit tangy, a little bit sour. It's kind of acidic. So it's going to come from the. Does it have citric acid? There is a little bit of lemon juice, but it's a very small percent. Uh, Carbonated water. I don't see citric acid in here. Oh, here it is. It's down towards the bottom of the list. But generally, I've noticed these, specifically the sparkling ice ones, they tend to be very acidic tasting to me. Yeah. Anyways, I think it tastes pretty good. You got that lemony. There's a little bit of lemon juice in here, but also the pineapple flavor, of course. And it does, at least to me, from what I vaguely remember of Lifesaver candies, it does remind me of that. More so in the aftertaste. There's still a fair amount of carbonation in here, even though you can't really see it. Because when you drink it, it kind of like bubbles up, and it's an interesting experience. Yeah. Hmm. So to me, my mouth kind of feels dry after drinking it. I would say this is the case of all of the sparkling ice drinks that I've noticed. It seems very acidic. So if you don't mind that it's hard to explain. But if you're okay with that, then I think it's a pretty interesting, decent tasting drink. You have the pineapple flavor. You got a little bit of lemon juice. Uh, Again, it uses sucralose for the sweetener, which, if you're okay with that, then that's fine. Overall, out of the sparkling ice that I've had, this is probably up there on the flavor profile, and just generally, it's nice. I like the carbonation, obviously. I think you can drink it from the bottle, or it'll work just fine in a glass with ice, and then it'll be a little bit more. I don't think you would notice the acidic nature of these drinks as much if you add some ice and put it in a glass. So that's probably the way that I would suggest drinking this, because it is it's definitely got enough flavor that I think it'll be fine like that. I could quickly drink it from the bottle here and try it like that as well. Yeah. I've had the strawberry one of this as well, and I honestly I think I prefer so far these two comparatively to the other ones that I've had of the sparkling ice stuff. So yeah, I really like this combo of the sparkling ice plus the Lifesavers flavor profile specifically. I think it works. Whether it exactly matches Lifesaver flavors or not, I'd say no, but it's been so long since I've tried those candies, and I have no desire to have those eat those type of candies. But it's kind of like a little mix of nostalgia for me, plus just a decent tasting drink for what it is. So I like it, but the main thing, in my opinion, is just if you're okay with sucralose, the low calorie sweetener in here. And it does have some vitamins, if it's a little added bonus, whether it makes any difference or not. It's the vitamin E, niacin, biotin, B6, B12, pantothenic acid stuff. So B vitamins. And there's E. Yeah. Anyways, I think it's pretty cool. It's an interesting one. Might as well check it out if you like this type of stuff. That was the Sparkling Ice Lifesavers Pineapple. So I'm good on that. If you're on Amazon, feel free to follow on there so I could grow that outlet, or YouTube, or wherever you watch it from. It'd be super helpful. I really enjoy these little drink reviews. Probably try to do more snack reviews eventually. It's just tough to find stuff that is relevant and of the right sizes and things to show it on Amazon. But yeah, going to sign out. See ya there. And then also sign out of YouTube. That.